Figure out how to get in this chair. What's up, day 6? Let me just set this timer real quick. You know, I would love to talk to you guys longer, but I'm not gonna. 15 minutes is my commitment, and then we're gonna go from there. I mean, if this goes well and I finish, maybe we'll do 20 minutes next challenge or something. Yeah, man, day 6. It's almost a week. Today, I stayed up too late last night. I worked. I picked up a shift, and then I ended up going over to this girl's house and smoking some weed with her and her mom. And then I came home, and I was like, fuck, dude, I still got to eat. Stopped at Los Betos because I don't have any food in the house. I'm trying to gain weight. So just ate the shit out of this big kind of shitty burrito. But it was pretty good, I guess. And then still needed to finalize some details for setting up my podcast release for today. And also had to read because I still hadn't done that. So got all that done, but it was 1:30 till I got to bed. And I really try to get 8 hours of sleep, which may be a lot for some people, but I think sleep's important. So, I slept until 9:30, almost 10 o'clock. And then I'm like, fuck, dude, I only have 5 hours till I'm recording a podcast today with my buddy Sam. And I'm like, fuck, man, I gotta get my ass in gear. My knee hurts like a bitch. So I just want to walk outside. I'm like, man, it is, dude, when I sit for an extended period of time, as soon as I get up, I almost fell over a couple times. I'm like, ah, fuck. And I don't know, it just stagnates or something. It's in the top of the knee. But I am going to just work on taking it easy on that while still doing 75 hard. So that's going to be interesting. I had done leg day yesterday too, and maybe I just need to do a lot lighter workouts and just knee workouts and stuff. Or fuck, I don't know. I cannot do anything. I really don't want to pause this and start over. So I'm going to figure out a way to lightly, do stuff on this one knee. Maybe some stationary workouts like wall sits or something to work on my legs without crushing my knee or something. But anyway, so then I did the walk, and now I'm going to get this done. Chat with the ether and whatever. And then I got to go pick up some Topo Chicos for my guest. I'm going to get some more non-alcoholics for myself. My fucking camera died. I think I told you guys this already, but my one camera, thankfully not this one, it's my main video one, but my one other camera died, so I'm going to go with my buddy Ken's and borrow his for a secondary feed for the podcast. I got to figure out how to do better backup audio, because the audio on the last podcast, I feel like this has been doing pretty good. I got a microphone right here, but that's pretty dope. But for the podcast, because I'm shooting a wide angle, there's more headspace, and this is probably, I always talk too much technical. I'm like, people, nobody cares. Never mind. I was using a lapel microphone. It was cutting out on the last podcast. I got to figure out some good backup solutions just to make sure my sound doesn't cut out, my video doesn't cut out. I swear, dude, there is always something that goes fucking wrong in recording a podcast. And, I feel like there's less that goes wrong on planned video shoots. And there still can be things that go wrong, but I guess you always need to prepare for things to go wrong, and that is the nature of just doing technical things. There, it's as much as you prepare, there can still be some sort of hiccup. I remember I was talking to Michael about shit when they do shit in Hollywood, and he's for big scenes where they're exploding things, or they're ruining hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars of equipment, or blowing up something. They have all these different camera angles, and they have every camera angle has a backup camera. Like both of them are filming the same angle just in case one of those cameras malfunctions or something happens, which I cannot do in every fucking like aspect of, I just don't have the money to run double equipment on everything. Maybe at some point I will. But yeah, there's just, and so anyway, when doing a shoot, it's like it's easier to get your ducks in a row. You can tell if something goes wrong, so then you like restart. But when I run the podcast, it's like I can't be listening to the sound the whole way through. So I don't do the podcast style where you have headphones on. Maybe I should. I don't like that style for myself. And I guess it doesn't really matter because most people listen to podcasts, but I'm just big on video and I like the free form during the podcast. I like people being able to move around, so I don't want them stuck on a microphone per se. I just like that dynamic. I like it. Feels very comfortable, feels cozy, feels like you're just sitting in a room with your buddy. Other than fucking massive lights on you. But you get kind of used to that. So yeah, there's a lot of behind the scenes that goes on, and so after this I got to get ready for the next podcast. I'm actually filming one today and then one tomorrow. Really trying to stick to this once a week thing, and fuck dude, I mean, I don't even come once a week, so putting out a podcast once a week is a big fucking deal. And clip some of the shit that I say, man, I'm like, I should clip that. And then I'm like, dude, I'm going to get so much shit if I post this. I already get like a bunch of shit because I'm pretty debaucherous. And just for the record, I do try to come at least once a week. Yeah, that just totally derailed my thought process. Anyway, I was thinking about this thing in the shower. So I'm doing the 75 hard. I'm in this 30-day, like, once-a-day challenge with some friends. And one of the things I was thinking about today, because a bunch of us are just kind of post each day, hey, we did our thing, got my thing done that I committed to doing, etc. And then I noticed that there's, like, a couple of people in the group that haven't been posting, and I was like, fuck, man, shit's hard, dude. And maybe some people fell off already. And I've done that before. And so I was like, I was thinking about this in the shower, and I was like, man, I hate when if you all fall off one day, I have the tendency to just give up. It's like, fuck, dude, I didn't get it done. See, I can't even do this thing. I'm only 4 days in. I already failed. Fuck it. And I think a lot of people do that, like when they do the dry January, like no drinking. They're like, fuck, I drank already. Fuck it, I just couldn't do it, and I like drinking or whatever. But I was thinking about that with like other habits you have. I was like, if you forget to brush your teeth in, say one night you get too stoned, or you just go to bed and you forget to brush your teeth, you don't like wake up the next morning and be like, oh, I forgot to brush my teeth. Fuck it, I'm just not gonna brush my teeth anymore. Like, that would be so absurd. Of course, you're just going to start brushing your teeth the next day. You're like, oh, damn it. Like, I forgot to brush my teeth yesterday. It doesn't mean you just completely stop. You get back on the wagon. You're like, yeah, no, I'm committed to brushing my teeth once or twice a day or 3 times or however much you do it, because I know that that's important for my teeth health. So the same with like a good habit that you're trying to form. Of course, when you're first trying to form the habit, it's not going to be perfect, and you're going to forget, or you're going to run out of time, or you're not going to think about it. And then you don't just, it would be very silly to, the same as the brushing teeth, to just be like, oh, well, I guess I can't form the habit, so fuck it, I won't try anymore. It's like, no, just start again tomorrow, try, just get back on the wagon. People have bad days. People have bad weeks. People have bad months. Fuck, dude. I've had a bad year. I mean, other people do as well. So it doesn't mean you like just give up completely. You just get back on the wagon. And so I thought that was like a silly metaphor, but also something that rings very true. I was like, yeah, dude, you don't give up on brushing your teeth. What? And like myself, dude, especially when I smoke weed or I get too drunk, like I fucking don't brush my teeth a lot of times at night. It's just really bad. I just like forget, or then I'm in my bed and I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't want to get up and brush my teeth. I'll just whatever. I'll get it in the morning. Thankfully, I don't eat a lot of sugar, so I think my teeth are somewhat okay. However, I don't know that for sure because I haven't been to the dentist in like 10 years. So I could be riddled with cavities, but nothing hurts yet, so I'm sure I'm fine. Um, yeah, dude, I do. Speaking of, I need to go to the dentist soon. I've got dental finally, so I don't see why I don't. Um, yeah, but anyway, so if this message is hitting anybody, or even this is more just for myself, like if I miss a thing or whatever, I mean, technically in 75 hard, if you miss one thing, if you do one fuck up, you're supposed to start over. I have yet to fuck up, but I'm only on day 6. But I mean, who knows? Like, if I'm 50 days in and I forget to read, I'm probably not going to start over. Knowing myself, I'm just going to be like, dude, I missed reading today, but I did everything else. I'm 50 days in. I'm just going to start reading tomorrow, and keep going. And that, I mean, I guess that goes against the technical definitions, but I guess we'll see if we get there. I'm really, really focused on just doing everything all day, or just every day, just how it is. So, and it's going to be a little difficult coming into going to Vegas at the end of this month, so we'll see how that goes. But need to text my buddy Severo, make sure that I just warn him that I need to do the workouts and I'm not drinking. He's also doing sober or dry January, so we're just gonna hopefully plan some shit to do where we're not drinking and just enjoying some NAs or something like that. So, but yeah, so I did wake up feeling a little overwhelmed. Because I was like, fuck, dude, yesterday I felt like all I was able to do was 75, like the stuff for 75 hard. And then it's like, fuck, I got to go to work because I picked up this shift for my friend Hannah. And which was great because I made extra money. And I was still able to get my shit done for my podcast release today. But then I didn't get some of my other editing done that I need to do, which I need to do either today or tomorrow, but today and tomorrow I'm also filming podcasts. And so then it's like, fuck, I barely have time to get my 75 hard shit done and then set up for the podcast and run some errands I need before filming. And then I have band practice tonight. I'm like, dude, when are you going to have time to do the editing? And then like I was complaining about yesterday, when am I going to have time to do my own shit? Like, I mean, I know this podcast is my own shit. I know this live stream is my own shit. But I'm talking about, I guess I'm just complaining I don't have enough time to do all the things. Because I really need to organize my shit, clean my laptop. We already talked about this yesterday. And so it's just like, fuck, dude, it is insane. Like how, like where does the time go? Where is it though? Like, I don't see it over there. I just, it's crazy. Like what the fuck happens? And I don't really know, man. It's just so weird to me. Like I guess I'm biting off a lot more doing 75 hard. So I'm like, I was already complaining about not having enough time for things before, and now I'm doing more things. But I did kind of think, oh, without drinking, I will then be giving myself more time and more energy and like focus, so I'll get more done in less time, and I will have more time because I'm not going out and drinking, and I'm not spending that time just getting drunk somewhere and losing. I sleep more when I'm drinking. I fuck off more when I'm drinking. I am hungover and I'm lazy more when I'm drinking. So I am saving that time, but it feels like I am expending all that time doing 75 hard, and I still don't have enough time for some of the stuff. But, I mean, if it takes me all fucking January to complete organization and cleaning up and setting up myself for success for the rest of the year, so fucking be it. But I am definitely doing this. Like, I can't just jump into doing all this shit for everybody else and not setting myself up for success for this year. And I think I'm well on that way. I really do. yeah, I don't, man, if you stick with me rambling through these things, that's hilarious. Because I kind of get annoyed listening to myself sometimes. Although, that's not really true. I talk all the time. If you were annoyed, you'd shut up. But you're not. Um, yeah, dude, I'm excited about this podcast coming up today. My buddy Sam is, we don't hang out a lot, but I met him at a music festival a few years back. And it was after this fucking guy, um, that like, was just like fucking hated Cinda, like started screaming at us in this like group setting and like yelling hysterically. And so she's like, will you take, like, get us out of here? So we're like walking back to the campsite and he's just following us, spitting on us. And like, I wanted to shove him down the fucking side of this hill and probably should have, but she's like, please don't do anything, and like it'll make it worse. And he's like this big deal in the community or whatever. And so I was just like, dude, let's just like try to get out of here. And yeah, I've also kind of always questioned, or like, well, why didn't the fuck did you not just sock this guy? But I'm kind of a pussy. So but anyway, so we get up and like these people from Idaho Safety like met us on the hill, and like his friends finally like grabbed him and pulled him down, and he got kicked out of the festival. Of course we didn't press charges because he's like friends with everybody, which we probably should have. But then it was just like Cinda was just freaked the fuck out. I was like weirded out. We were on a punch of acid, which did not help. And we ended up like seeing this tent over there that like she knew this guy Sam, and so we go over there and we're like, hey, can we kick it with you guys? It was raining and shit, and him and some buddies were just there, and so we were all just doing some drugs together and hanging out and had such a good time. And they were so like welcoming and accommodating, and we were laughing, and there was super funny, super fun. And so it was just like such a safe space after that event. And without even knowing what had happened, he just like took us in and like knew that we needed some help. And so it was really cool, man. So he's a really good guy, and so I'm excited to chat with him and have him on the podcast and stuff. So, and this has been a long time coming. We've talked about it for the last 2 years pretty much. So anyway, or maybe a year and a half. I don't really know. Where does the time go? But I gotta get rolling. I can't really talk much longer. So if you're listening, thank you. If you have any questions, hit them in the comments. Follow the channel, all that shit. I hope you check out the podcast that I released today with my buddy Ian. He's one of my best friends. He's an amazing guy. And I will check in tomorrow on day 7. Peace.